You saw that correctly. We are battling the really tough cabinet. I borrowed a Sawzall from a neighbor, and that should get the job done. He also gave me a few different blades to make sure, yeah, you probably saw in the footage that the one that's on it right now is not looking hot, so that'll be replaced with a newer one. And he gave me a mix in case I come across metal, which I bet I will because I can't even find the screws, so that's that. But before I start that, I thought I'd show you what I did last week. I didn't film anything last week because I was feeling a little bit bummed out. I was dealing with some work stuff, and also the shooting and all that stuff just got me in a really bad headspace. So I did do some work. I just didn't really feel like filming because honestly I've just felt like an open nerve last week, so I didn't really feel like documenting that. And I didn't do a whole lot, but what I did do I will show you. Alright, so as you can see, I took the bed out. I knew that I was going to mess with this wall right here, and I don't know if you remember from the last video, I ended up taking this down. I don't think I talked about it, but I found obviously water damage right here. And that, of course, kind of creeps down onto this wall. So this needs to be taken out. Also, when I measured what a full-size bed size actually is, this comes out like another inch or so. And I did decide I do not want to keep this like cabinet or this space for a curtain. So this is going to get, this wall for the kitchen is going to get moved probably to about here, another inch. So this will be a fun thing. I have no idea how I'm taking this out. And maybe I just take this out and then redo this wall, but either way, this is gonna get brought in, hopefully. But as you can see, this is very dirty. I have not yet swept everything that I found. There's still some candy wrappers from whatever sweet tooth used to have this, this camper and ate chocolate in bed. No judging, so I do the same thing. But yeah, some more water damage. I did, the nice thing about taking this out, I don't know if you can see there's a hole in the inlet, so something was munching on that. There is some mouse poop in here, so there's also, I think, some more hoses that might have some nibbles on it. So this will all need to be replaced. I'm pretty sure I'm replacing this tank because also it was like half full of water. So sitting water in that is just not great. So it didn't really smell anything, but just in case. But it does have a drain right there, so I drained that all out. I think there's still a little bit in there, but that's fine. And then, easy peasy, took out this upper cabinet. And yeah, it was super simple. I didn't find any extra water damage outside of what I already knew was there. This wall might still get replaced, but I'm not sure. Especially just because there's holes, and I'm just wanting this to be, I might put a shelf in. I thought if down the line I ever put a wood burning stove, this would be the best spot because it's right by the bed. But yeah, you can see I brought my tea in. But I just like how much this opens the space up. It's also really handy not having the bed right here. So I'll be able to get access to the propane lines that I'm gonna have to take out. All the water is gonna get replaced. And also I think that's one of the water pumps, so that'll get taken out. So it's all just, it's a great thing. Oh, and there's the black water hose, it looks like. So yeah, so I'm not exactly sure how long or short this video is going to be because it's Wednesday and I didn't film last week, and I think what's going to end up happening is just kind of every 2 weeks, and I might fill in the gaps to post weekly videos with other things because I have some footage of I did a story time about a van life dating kind of also poop story. So if you would like to hear that, leave a comment down below and I can edit that and post it for you guys, because I know a fair amount of you came from my van tour video. And I appreciate, by the way, all of the new subscribers that have joined in the last week or so. I very much appreciate you all being here, and I hope you enjoy this new phase of my life, new very big project I'm undertaking. So without further ado, let's get into taking out that massive cabinet, and hopefully the Sawzall makes it much easier. Alright, so since this is the first time I've used this tool, I did watch some videos on how to safely use it. And of course, whenever you're using any sort of blade, and I mean this one is like a pretty exposed one, you want to put anything dangling up while I put my hair up. And you don't, I don't know if I'm gonna tuck my shirt in, but you want to be wearing tight clothes instead of loose clothes. But yeah, this will get tucked in. Put this back on my head. And obviously eye protection. These are so smudgy, I need to clean them, but so eye protection. And most likely there will be some dust going around. So I just got a simple dust mask because I didn't really feel like wearing my big respirator. I don't think that's necessary because I'm going to be very careful not to go into the roof. That's another thing. I have not gotten the asbestos test back. I did get a notification that they received it. So I'm hoping maybe by the end of this week they'll, sorry, I'm like looking, I can see the reflection in my glasses. So hopefully by the end of this week I will hear back, and with this cabinet down, we should be able to get to a bunch of the ceiling to replace all that, get the insulation down, put new insulation in. That's a whole nother process. So one step at a time. All right, so I've just been working on getting the last of the any wires, lights, metal pieces, so that the majority of what I'm cutting down is wood. And I figured out why, one of the reasons, my strip thing. Oh, hello. I figured out why this is so freaking hard to take down. It's like inch thick plywood, which is wild. It's like, here, let me show you. Do you see that? That's my finger. Like, that's maybe like if we're gonna be maybe conservative, maybe it's 3/4 of an inch, but I'm pretty sure, especially with this facing here, this is an inch thick. So yeah, there was no way I was gonna get this down without a Sawzall. So there is a light in here and one more light here, and then once I get those down, there were these two in these holes. That's why I showed you that. But yeah, I got a couple of these to take down, and we'll get working on the big power tool that I'm only slightly afraid of, but oh well. So, you know when I was struggling with that last video? Well, for a second, for this one, I was like, I don't know how to take this down. I'm gonna have to go watch my video to see how to take it down. Well, I took a second and figured out you can take off this metal front piece, and there was a part in the video where I was having the hell of a time getting access to the wires behind it. I hate this. I don't have the forearm strength for this. Ah, yes! Yes! And if I did this with the other one, I would have been able to cut the wires right there. Right there. Would have been so much easier. Well, I figured it out by the last one, so that's good. Also, there's access to the, what's it called? Screws where it's installed, so this should be a breeze to take out. But I'm glad I did. It was entertaining to watch, at least for the last video, so this got worked out.
someday when I've grown older, I can see it all clear from above, looking back on it all. Maybe I can see what was broken. Ooh, but it's a lonely calling. Yeah, it's a lonely calling.
Here we go. Woo!
Oh, it looks so close when I close my eyes. So I burn the map, I ignore the signs, but feeling far away. 2 years in a couple of days. I just wave my hand to the world outside like it's all okay. I can't believe what my eyes have seen. I just woke up from a broken dream. Who can stop my hands from shaking? I need you to take them, and I don't want.
Alright, I'm all red and sweaty because having the mask on my face was just like suffocating, but we have everything down. My plan is to build a shelf there, but no, definitely not a cabinet like before because it just came out so far. Yeah, it came out to what, here? So I'm gonna do a little shelf here. But yeah, it looks great. Just now I need to brainstorm on what I need to do next, but I think I'm gonna call it a day for that. Need to think if I need. I'm going to I'm gonna hold on to the Sawzall for a day, maybe through the weekend, because I'm not sure if I should take out the kitchen cabinets too, because there's some water damage behind them, definitely on the ceiling above them, but I think the wall also needs to be replaced, which would mean it would just be much easier to replace that if there were no kitchen cabinets. So, I'm gonna think about that. Oh. But I'm glad that's done. That's it's making this, it's like insane how much bigger the space feels with that big cabinet taken out from last video, that taken out. Yeah. I'm excited to start building. It just kind of sucks. I'm really at the mercy of this lab. I might check the email and see what the turnaround time was supposed to be. And if I can send them an email and say, hey, I need to get this information as soon as you can, because I don't remember what the turnaround time was supposed to be. There's still things I need to take out, so it's not like I'm really behind. I mean, I am behind, but it's okay. It's just lost my train of thought. All right, we're gonna call it a day. My brain is, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I need a shower, I need to get all the sawdust off me, so see you next time. Next clip, whatever. Hello friends, I am cutting this video short because it has been 2 weeks and yeah, all I did was a Sawzall, so sorry about that. But I thought we'd just quickly wrap up with the things I learned this week, these 2 weeks. Sorry, it's very warm in here. I just thought it'd be nicer to end the video in the camper. But one thing I learned is that I really enjoy the Sawzall. I really want one for myself, and that might be what comes the next tool in my arsenal. I'm going to keep using the one that I'm borrowing, but that's definitely on my wish list. The other thing I would say I didn't necessarily learn this week, but that I was reminded of, I thanks to the Sawzall, and that was the right tool, and a new blade makes a huge difference in what you're doing, so definitely going to keep that in mind as this goes on. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. We just hit we just hit 1,000 subscribers today, I think. So I appreciate you all being here. It's yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you guys are coming along for this ride for this new camper. And next week I'm planning on taking out these cabinets, maybe taking out the counter, and maybe some walls. We'll see how far we can get. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it in a different clip, but I got the asbestos test back and it is negative. So once the cabinets are out, everything I think might need to come out, then I can start taking down the walls, taking out the old insulation, and really bringing it down to where it was damaged. And yeah, so we're really starting fresh. So thank you so much for watching. Alright, I got cut off, but I'm gonna make this quick because my battery says I have 14% and I don't really feel like getting my other battery. So thank you for subscribing, and if you are new here, make sure you subscribe, and if any of you don't want to miss my videos, hit the notification bell, like the video, comment on it, do all those things, all the things that the YouTubers say. So thank you for being here, and I will see you next week.